Comrades of Oceania, attention, attention to news. A dispatch has this moment arrived from the Malabar front. Our forces in South India have won a glorious victory. Thousands of the enemy have been annihilated. The action we are now reporting on may well bring the war within a measurable distance of its glorious end. All hail Big Brother!
Good morning, comrade.
Comrade Parsons, good morning.
And how is the news this morning?
The usual. Yet another victory for our army in India.
Then the war should be over soon. That's good, very good. It's dragged on long enough now.
Attention comrades, this morning 3 spies confessed to being members of the Goldstein Brotherhood of Traitors. This afternoon at 1700 hours, they will be hanged in Victory Square. All party members are invited to attend. Here is more glorious news. We have won the battle for production. The Ministry of Plenty has announced the overproduction of shoes by 483,961,202 pairs from the second half of the 6th third-year plan. Our standard of living has risen 20% over the past year. All over Oceania, workers are parading through the streets with banners, voicing their gratitude to Big Brother for the new happy life which his wise leadership has bestowed upon us. All hail Big Brother! All love Big Brother!
A little late this morning, aren't you, comrade?
They haven't brought this morning's work around yet.
But still, you missed this morning's newscast. I should report you.
What is the news, Parsons?
As I was coming in, they were announcing still another victory. I'm not sure to swear.
So you were late too.
Of course not. I was here. I heard the morning all this.
Brother has plenty for you today. Herman-san, this is for you. You're to order to have it translated to Newspeak no later than 12:30 hours. Comrade Parson, nothing for you.
Nothing. I don't understand.
You're ordered to report to the Bureau of Hate. You have been reassigned.
The Bureau of Hate? Why?
Ignorance is strength, comrade. Don't ask me. Ask the thought police. Have you been making mistakes? Indulging in crime things?
Of course not. That's a terrible suggestion. The Bureau of Hate. It must be promotion. That's right, Miss Winston. I'm being promoted.
I wasn't know.
They wouldn't reassign someone who's failed them. No, there isn't a more devoted party member than I and all of Oceania.
Just be there by 9:30. They'll be expecting you. Carmine Smith, this is for you. A month's worth of Mao reports from the Times.
Thank you. But wait, what about Withers? You've forgotten.
Withers? I don't have anything for any Withers.
This desk right here. The man who's working with us, next to me, Withers.
There's no such name on my route list. Good morning, comrades.
Did you know about this person?
Yes.
But what?
Let's not talk about it. He's not here. That's all we need to know.
Then he was.
Yes.
Attention, attention all comrades under the age of 60. Calisthenics. Out of your seat and onto your feet. Calisthenics. Good morning, comrades. First, we'll do our deep breathing exercises. Hands raised slowly above your head as you inhale. Lower them slowly as you exhale. Now, by the numbers. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep it up. 1, 2, there. Doesn't that make you feel better? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, it's good to breathe the fine, clean air of Oceania. 1, 2. Don't stop. 1, 2. Not like the old days, is it, comrades? Before the revolution, children went to work in factories and died of tuberculosis before they were 30. Keep it up, comrades. 1, 2, 1, 2. All rest. Our exercise period is to be cut short this morning. We have to be ready for the 2 minutes 8. All ready? Fast exercise. Hands on hips. Touch your toes with your fingertips and don't bend those knees. All ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, down, up, down, up. Don't bend those knees. 1, 2, 1, 2. You, Smith. Number 6079, Conrad Winston Smith. You can do better than that. Your hands are barely reaching your knees. You're not trying. Now, for Oceana, for Big Brother Smith, make the effort. 1, 2, let's see you do it. 1, 2, that's better, all rest. That will be all for this morning. Back to work, see you tomorrow.
Are you all right?
Of course I'm all right.
You look pale.
I'm naturally pale.
I just thought.
Oh, well, don't. It's time to get back to work.
Victory coffee. Victory coffee, comrades. Big Brother compliments, and it's time for your morning stimulation. Get your coffee, comrades, and praise the bounty of Big Brother. Have you heard about the 2-minute hate this morning? I hear something special. Something plus good. Double plus good.
It's always something special.
We need something special. It keeps us interested in the war.
That's right, Smith. We who don't have the privilege of fighting out the front lines must do the best that we can to fight here at home.
What is the hate today?
I hear Speak Goldstein himself. Isn't that exciting?
Double plus exciting.
I can hardly wait. Well, drink up. Next coffee period at 1100 an hour, comrade. Get your refill set.
This stuff gets worse every day. I can hardly drink it.
That version of crime thing, comrade. Really, it's quite good. I always feel better after my morning coffee. Calmer and more at ease about things.
I wonder what they put in this stuff, anyway. I say, Smith, do you know what they put in our coffee?
I really wouldn't know. I never drink it anyway.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it isn't coffee.
You're finding fault with Big Brother. That's crime thing. I should report you.
Attention! Attention for a member of the inner party.
This is Comrade O'Brien. He is Smith, sir. This one, number 6079.
Thank you. Turn the screen down.
Do you need to shut it off?
Of course not. Just turn the volume down.
Yes, sir.
I don't want any interruptions. It is all right if I turn the screen down. You must remember that although you cannot hear it and can only see the picture of Big Brother, it can still both hear and see you. Many thought criminals have been trapped by that. Comrade Smith, I would like to talk to you.
Yes, of course, Comrade O'Brien. I'll see that it doesn't happen again. I wasn't very late, only a few seconds, really.
Never mind that now. There are more important things than lateness. I would like to be alone with Comrade Smith. Comrade Smith, I was reading one of your Newspeak articles in the Times. You take a scholarly interest in Newspeak?
I'm only an amateur. It's not my subject. Simon is the expert. I've never had anything to do with the actual construction of the language.
You're too modest, Smith. You write it very elegantly. That is not just my own opinion. I was recently talking to a friend of yours. His name has slipped my memory for the moment, but no matter. This is Comrade Julia. She is to take the place of the vacant place next to you. You know each other, Smith.
No, Comrade O'Brien. It's just, I just wasn't expecting someone so young.
She is young, but she's worked here in the Ministry of Truth for 3 years now, in the fiction department. We of the Inner Party have watched her work closely. We believe she's capable of a more serious job.
Yes, of course, Comrade O'Brien.
Teach her. Answer her questions. You are fully capable of that, Smith. More so than you realize, perhaps.
Yes, Comrade O'Brien. Thank you, Comrade O'Brien.
Good morning, comrades.
That will be your desk, Comrade.
Thank you, comrade.
think you're capable.
That must be why they reassigned me.
But why here? You're not suited for this job.
I am a loyal party member.
That's not what I meant. I've seen you before, comrade.
And I've seen you. What of it? We both work in the same building.
But we don't live in the same building. I've seen you in the street outside my apartment. Why?
I am not here to be cross-examined, comrade. I'm here to do a job.
I beg your pardon. I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you. Whose place am I taking?
Bob Withers. I mean, no one. You're taking no one's place.
Who used to work here?
No one, I tell you, an unperson. Don't you understand an unperson?
An unperson? No, I don't understand.
Aren't you familiar at all with newspeak?
Few words. Crime think, duck speak, good think. The nature I know is the Ministry of Truth. The proles are the workers, the proletarian. They're not really human. A child hero is a member of the Children's Spies Organization who was turned into a member of their own family, but I've never heard of an unperson.
I'll ask Comrade Syme, the expert, to explain newspeak to you. In the meantime, here is a newspeak dictionary. In it are all old speak words, what we used to call standard English, translated into newspeak.
But an unperson.
An unperson is a person who's been vaporized, hanged, killed. He no longer exists.
Oh, vaporized, of course. But he did exist at one time.
He never existed. That's your job here. Look here, this message. Time 17, slant 3, slant 82. Bob Withers now reported the war record.
What does that mean?
That in the London Times, March 17, 1982 edition, Bob Withers was awarded the good worker. So we picked the name of another worker in the Ministry of Truth on March 17, 1982, and send it to the Times with the correction.
Then what happens?
That issue of the Times was rerun with the corrected name, and all previous editions are destroyed. We toss this message into the incinerator, destroy it, and then there is no record any place on earth that Bob Withers ever existed.
But you knew that he existed.
I do not know he existed.
But you just said.
Comrade, you know the word double.
Yes.
You must use double. Every good, loyal party member is capable of it. I'm capable. You must be capable.
But why change the records?
You know the party slogan. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past.
I didn't think that meant anything. I thought it just meant nothing. Like the other party slogans. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength.
Of course it has a meaning. That's your job here in the Ministry of Truth, to carry out that slogan, to control the past.
Attention, comrades. Attention for the 2-minute hate. The 2-minute hate is about to begin.
It's hate time, Winston.
Yes, I know.
Where do we go?
Here.
Comrades of Oceania in England, North America, South America, and Australia, stand by for a message from our devoted leader, Big Brother.
Comrades, repeat after me. War is peace.
War is peace.
Freedom is slavery.
Freedom is slavery.
Ignorance is strength.
Ignorance is strength.
Comrades, in a moment you will hear the despised Goldstein, whose shadowy army conspires to destroy our new happy life. Listen to his lies, comrades, then show him what you think.
Friends, countrymen of Oceania, I am Emmanuel Goldstein, your ex-leader and still your friend. I am still fighting for your liberty, freedom, and no fear. In the past, I was a leader for revolution. Today, I am fighting.
Liar! Show your hate! Show your hatred! I can't hear you! Hate him!
right spirit, but we have been deprived of 47 seconds of our hate. We will make up for it tomorrow. Now back to work, comrades. All hail Big Brother.
By Jove, Winston, did you see that girl? Absolutely splendid. Why, I thought that she was going to try to climb right through the telescreen and get at Goldstein's throat. Oh, the tigress.
She is a member of the thought police.
Thought police? How do you know?
I know.
Yes, how?
She's been watching me. It's been going on for weeks. A month ago, I saw her looking at me in the mess hall. That was the first time.
Yes, but that's hard.
But there were other times, lots of them. Last week, I was in the prole section of London, looking for shoes.
Find any? I say, old man, I need shoes. Badly.
No,
Been wearing the same pair for 2 years now.
I found no shoes. But I saw her looking at me from across the street. I'd see her in the mornings on the bus on my way to work. She stands near me at neighborhood hates, sits near me at restaurants. Everywhere I go, she turns up.
Well,
What else could it mean but thought police? Today she begins work at the very next desk. Why? What have I done?
well, after all, Bob Withers.
He is an unperson.
Well, yes, he was vaporized as a thought criminal. Sat right beside you for 18 months.
What do you mean?
Nothing, Winston. I am not only your co-worker, I am also your neighbor. I know you are a good party member.
Yes.
Well, I simply mean to say, you should have recognized his defection.
We never spoke while we worked. It's not allowed.
But still, Winston, instinctively, you should have known. I knew. I was the one who reported him to the thought police.
You were.
Yes, caught him committing base crimes. I saw him hissing at Goldstein at all. Oh, didn't even look angry.
What happened?
He confessed to everything.
Of course he did. Why, he was even afraid of heights. One day I saw him turn white just looking out the window, and the window was shut.
You think it was fear then? You think he wasn't guilty?
Of course he was guilty. But just knowing that he had that fear of heights, it would have been easy for them to get him to confess his crimes. I mean, if I were a thought criminal, and they put a rat in with me, I'd confess to anything.
Well, yes, I suppose. You know, something's wrong in this room. Something, why, of course, it's the telescreen. Imagine, I can't remember ever having been in a room without a telescreen in it. Oh.
Yes, it is strange being intelligent.
Well, I must report to my new job. It is a promotion, Winston. To organize the hate. Good girl, comrade. You showed the right spirit. Fine idea. Perfectly fine.
Where were we, comrade?
You're explaining doublethink.
Yes, thank you, comrade. But Comrade Syme is due back any minute and can explain it better than I can. And Syme is compiling the 11th edition of the Newspeak Dictionary.
I'm sorry I'm so ignorant.
Oh, I don't think you're ignorant. You're smart. Very smart.
I thank you, comrade.
Perhaps cunning is the better word.
Ah, there, comrades.
Hello, Syme. Comrade Syme, this is Comrade Joy.
Why, you were the one who drew the dictionary. Pathetic. The right spirit, comrade. A bit hysterical, perhaps, but the correct attitude, nevertheless. In Newspeak, I would simply say, good thinkful.
We need your help, comrade.
My help? How can I help?
Comrade Julia has been working in the fiction department of Millington. They still use standard English there. Here, of course, she must understand Newspeak. She doesn't.
Indeed, yes. We're getting the language into its final shape. The shape will be when nobody speaks anything else.
It must be a lot of work inventing new words.
Oh, dear me. We don't invent words. We destroy them. Scores of them. Hundreds of them. Every day.
Destroy them?
We're cutting the language down to the bone. The 11th edition won't contain a single word that will become obsolete before the year 2050.
Do you really destroy words?
Indeed, yes. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. Absolutely the best way to control thought. Of course, verbs and adjectives are the easiest to destroy, and nouns too.
But how?
Well, what justification is there for a word that is the opposite of some other word?
Well, I mean, let's take a word like good.
All right, take good. What need is there for a word like bad? Ungood will do just as well. Better, in fact, because it is an exact opposite.
Right? How about better and best?
How's that?
Good, better, best.
We would simply say plus good, or double plus good. In the end, the whole notion of good and bad will be covered actually by just one word. See the beauty of it? Of course, it was Big Brother's idea originally.
You make it sound as though the language will eventually be cut to where it'll be difficult to think at all.
Exactly! We'll defeat Goldstein that way. Newspeak is the only language whose vocabulary gets smaller every year. Why, the whole aim of Newspeak is to narrow the range of thought.
But how will that stop Goldstein, or have any effect on thought crime at all?
Why, because in the end, it will make thought crime literally impossible, for there will be no words to express it.
No words.
Well, for instance, take that gibberish of Goldstein's about all men being created equal and so forth. That would be impossible to render into Newspeak. Why, literally, the closest you could come would be the one word, crime thing. You understand that, don't you, Winston? By 2050, when no one speaks anything but Newspeak, not a single human being alive would understand the conversation we are now having.
Except for the proletarians.
The proles are not human. All real knowledgeable speak will be destroyed by 2050. Even literature, Chaucer, Shakespeare, Milton, all will exist only in Newspeak. I'm working on that now.
But their meanings.
The meaning. Oh, that will be changed to something quite different.
But why?
Orthodoxy.
Orthodoxy? Why, there will be no thought as we know it now.
Exactly. Orthodoxy means not thinking, not needing to think. Read it, comrade, and call on me for any explanations.
Thank you.
This afternoon at the public hanging list?
I'll be there. Now, do you understand Newspeak?
Yes. I mean, no. I understand the words.
Well,
The why. I don't understand the why.
well,
Oh, I can't explain it. I should have never been given this job.
what do you want to explain?
The why. Nothing adds up. It's like saying that 2 plus 2 make 5.
And if 2 plus 2 do make 5...
Do you believe it?
You want me to commit a thought crime, don't you? A speak crime, so you can report me. Do you think I'm an absolute fool? I already know you're a member of the thought police.
Oh, no.
You can frame me. You could say I said anything. The telescreen is broken. You broke it. Why continue this foolish game?
Don't think that of me, please.
What do you want me to say? I'll say it.
I'm not a thought police.
Then why have you followed me everywhere? Why are you suddenly working here?
You
thought I didn't notice you watching me, didn't you? Peeking at me out of the corners of your eyes? I thought once that I would kill you. But what good would that have done? They'd have known who did it.
I'm not.
Then why?
Because I love you.
What is all this? What is wrong with you?
You sent me a fool, Comrade O'Brien. Please have the transfer.
You mean that Comrade Julia is not a good party member?
No, Comrade O'Brien. It's just, she makes mistakes. Repeatedly, she has made the same mistake in punctuation. 3 times.
Comrade Smith, what I'm about to say cannot be said in Newspeak, but some words Goldspeak I still like to use. Instead of wrath, try a little gentleness, a little kindness. I believe then, Comrade Julia will learn. Why hasn't that telescreen been fixed? See to it immediately.
Yes, Comrade O'Brien.
Immediately. You saved my life.
You're beautiful.
You lied to me. You protected me.
I've never seen a woman cry before.
I am a thought criminal. Why didn't you report me?
Because, Julia, I also believe that 2 plus 2 must always be 4.
Comrade, are you a thought criminal? Yes, you, sitting there. You are capable of it, you know. But you say, how could this be? You say you love the party, that you worship Big Brother. How could you be a thought criminal? I'll tell you how, comrades. There are these agents of Goldstein everywhere. They are lurking, waiting to poison your minds. But there is one way to stop them, to make yourself immune to their lies and treason. And that way, comrades, is by using Crime Stop. Crime Stop is political good thing. Practice Crime Stop, and you can never be guilty of crime thought. But these agents of Goldstein's who are trying to destroy our new life, what of them? Well, they can be the one who works next to you, perhaps even your next-door neighbor.
What are you doing here?
I had to come.
Right in view of the telescreen? Oh, Julia, you know we agreed never to be seen together.
They can't watch everybody all the time, can they?
I don't know. If they can, if they saw you come in, we'll know soon enough.
Darling, I had to come.
It will be death for us both if they catch you here.
Please don't be angry. I know it's a gamble. Kiss me, please.
Julia, what if someone saw you in the hallway?
They're all listening to the propaganda. I'm not stupid, Winston. I take risks, yes, but they're calculated risks. Only a child saw me.
Not Parsons' brat.
Who's Parsons?
That cow that works in the next office. You've seen her. She's my neighbor, right across the hall.
I'm sorry, darling, but I had to come. I've got such good news.
Then tell me quickly. You must leave before the guards close the streets. What is it?
We can be married.
What?
I found someone to marry us.
You couldn't have. It's not allowed.
It may not be loud, but it's going to happen.
How? Where? Whom did you find?
One question at a time.
Then for heaven's sake, tell me about it, quickly.
Well, some of the proles full of churches.
I didn't know that.
They're all few and hard to find, but some still exist.
And you found one?
Mm-hmm.
And someone who can marry us?
Mm-hmm. An old priest or minister, well, I don't know what he is, but he says he can marry us.
When? When will he do it?
Anytime.
Tomorrow?
No, sometime next week. I've been elected block chairman of the Anti-Sex Week Committee. Our meetings start tomorrow. Wouldn't they be surprised if they knew?
You can really be married next week.
Yes.
It may be a trap.
Winston Smith, are you trying to get out of marrying me?
No, not for anything. I want to marry you more than I've ever wanted anything. It's just that I'd about given up hope. Big Brother doesn't believe in marriage. How on earth did you do it?
I went to O'Brien.
What?
He told me whom to contact.
Oh, you idiot, you stupid little idiot. How could you? You killed both of us.
Don't say that. I've saved us.
Oh, you fool. O'Brien's a black suit. He's inner party.
Brian's a friend. He won't harm us.
How can you possibly say that?
Because it's true. Who do you think made it possible for me to work with you in the Ministry of Truth?
O'Brien?
Of course.
But that means he's a traitor.
I don't know about that, but he's very understanding.
Julia, can you be sure?
Of course. Known him for years. He's an old friend. He's always been kind to me.
You're lucky to have a friend in the inner party.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
He'll help us.
And do you think he'll help us get married? I don't understand you.
What is there to understand, Winston? He's a friend. Big Brother hasn't stamped that out yet. Let's be glad we've got a friend.
But it's so dangerous.
You won't trust him, will you trust me?
Of course.
All right, then marry me.
I want to,
I love you so much. It's comparable to work side by side and not show it. Be afraid to glance at you because of the telescreen.
I know, but we must be careful. It could mean our lives.
And when we're married, we must find a place to be together.
I have a place, Julia. I found one. It's over in an old junk shop in the prole section. There's a room, a lovely, happy little room. I've rented it. We can move in next week.
Oh, Winston.
Julia, what do you see in me? What could you possibly see in me? I'm ineffective, ugly, old-fashioned.
I couldn't care less.
But you're young. You're beautiful. Why me, Julia?
Something in your face, your eyes. I noticed at the moment I saw you, I could tell you hated the party as much as I did. So you can tell. One look at you and I knew.
Kiss me, darling, but then you must go.
You understand why I had to tell you?
Yes.
You're not angry?
No, I've never had such good news.
What's the matter, Winston? You seem nervous.
Nothing, really.
Winston, what's wrong? It's a picture. Who are they?
They were Jones, Aronson, and Rutherford, original leaders of the Revolution, along with Goldstein and Big Brother.
I remember. I read about them in my history book. They were captured in the purge of 1970 and were vaporized.
Goldstein escaped.
And only Big Brother was left. Well, what about them?
They were not vaporized in 1970. It was 1975. They had confessed in 1970, but were allowed to go free. I saw them once at the Chestnut Tree Cafe. They were old, broken men, just sitting there, drinking victory coffee. Tears kept coming down the cheeks of both of them. I saw the man take their picture.
Why are they so important?
Because later on in that same year, they were arrested again. They confessed that they'd flown to some secret meeting place in India and given information to the general staff of East Asia. We were fighting East Asia then.
I still don't see why you're so excited.
Don't you see? The date here on the paper. And that was the date that I saw them in the Chestnut Tree Cafe. It means that all of their confessions were lies. They weren't in India. They were here in London, in that cafe.
Where did you get this, Winston?
It was on my desk a few months ago, folded up with a bunch of other sheets of paper of mistakes somewhere.
Why didn't you destroy it immediately?
I couldn't, Julia. It's visual evidence of what's happening. Entire histories being changed.
But Winston, that's your job. What is so important about the past? It's the future that's important.
The past has been abolished. Every record has been destroyed or altered. Every book rewritten. Already, we know nothing about the years before the revolution. I help falsify the past, but I'm only a link in the chain. Never before have I had actual visual evidence to prove it. Only this. This!
Winston, you must destroy it.
You're right. But it will mean the final loss of freedom.
Freedom, freedom, what is freedom, Winston? Maybe the party is right. Maybe freedom is slavery.
No! Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 is 4. If that is granted, all else follows.
I love you, darling, but I don't understand you.
Your whole hatred of the party is based on the fact that it won't let you do what you want, like get married to me.
But now we're going to be married.
Yes.
So I don't hate anyone. Why do you hate so hard?
I'm not certain. You must go, darling. Better turn off the telescreen.
Open your hands! You're a traitor, a thought criminal, a Eurasian spy. I'll shoot you. You have a woman in your room. I'll vaporize you. I'll send you to the soul mines.
Gladys, stop making all that noise. You're a good spy, but you shouldn't say things like that to Comrade Smith, even in play. Go on to bed. I'm sorry, but you know how children are. Gladys is only 14, but already she knows all the words.
Goldstein!
Gladys! Oh. No, Winston. Gladys is only 14. Already she knows all the words. bright light on you. Well, I'd better hurry. It'll look bad to report you before she does. After all, I'm your neighbor.
Parsons, it's not me she's spying on.
What? How's that?
It's you.
Me?
She's been questioning me about you. That's why she was here. She asked if I had ever seen you commit a face crime before.
Oh, how could you? What is this monstrous? But Winston, you know me. I'm your neighbor.
Yes, Parsons, I know you.
Oh, I've been a good party member all my life. I joined the spies a year before I was of age. When I was only 10, my picture was in the Times as child hero.
I know, Parsons.
I reported my uncle to the thought police, caught him complaining about the chocolate ration of a... What shall I do? This is monstrous. What, Winston? What did you tell her?
I told her that you were a do-gooder, a double plus good thinker, a devoted worshiper of Big Brother.
Love him? I love Big Brother!
I believe I convinced her, but be careful. I wouldn't say anything about it, not to anyone.
Oh, no. Not a word.
Just be careful, Parsons.
You're a good man.
You better get back to your room. Propaganda hour's almost over.
Yes, thank you, Smith. Thank you, boy. I'll never forget it.
And Parsons, Comrade Julia says that Gladys makes too much noise. She asked if you encourage her to call party members vile names.
The little brat. I'll pen the Gladys, Smith. I'll fix her.
How can you tell a thought criminal, comrades? The easiest way is face crime. Look carefully at those you suspect. Do they look unhatefully at Goldstein? Do they look unlovingly at Big Brother? Yes, comrades, face crime is thought crime. Report these agents of Goldstein's to your nearest thought police. The thought police helicopter will be there immediately. Yes, comrades.
It's very nice. Quite nice, really.
There ain't no other. This don't suit ya, might as well go back where you came. Don't know no other room to let.
Oh, darling. Oh, it's beautiful. It's magnificent. It's ours. And no telescreen. No telescreen.
No telescreen.
Ugh, I ain't never had one. They never put one in. Too expensive, I guess. Us girls ain't important enough somehow.
And no picture of Big Brother.
No picture of Big Brother.
Winston, isn't it wonderful?
Maybe I could find a piece of cloth for you to use as a curtain. That would be good enough.
Welcome home, darling.
Home? Yes, this is our home now, isn't it?
Maybe I should have carried you across the threshold. I think people used to do something like that.
But it's such a steep threshold. All those stairs.
But there still should be something more. Some symbol, ceremony maybe. I don't know.
What's wrong with the ceremony we just had? Was the preacher funny?
Funny.
The way he whistled when he spoke. Had no teeth in the front.
He's an old man. He hates the party. Knows we do too.
I hate everything about the party, but I'm smart about it. I always hiss the loudest at Goldstein. I do and I devote 3 nights a week to the youth movement and Saturdays to the Children's Spies Organization. And I always carry a flag or banner in the parade. In fact, I'm very well thought of. Why do you hate the party? What started it for you?
It's difficult to explain. Because 2 plus 2 is 4, not 5 or 7 or whatever the party system is. Because there must have been a time in the past where people lived differently.
Do you really think the old days were better?
They must have been. Thought was free and men were different from one another and families lived together.
How old were you when the revolution happened?
6, I think, maybe 7.
Do you remember it?
Not really. Some small, insignificant.
Nest.
What was it?
A rat.
Don't say that word.
I'll plug up the hole. A filthy little thing won't be able to get back in. I hate rats.
Julia!
What's wrong, Winston? You're actually trembling.
I can't stand up. Not even the word. A thing happened when I was a child. I can't quit thinking of them.
I'm sorry, darling. I suppose we all have that one thing that we literally cannot bear. As for me, it's... Oh, never mind. We haven't much time.
No, we haven't much time. Julia, you're aware of the conspiracy, the organization, the book, Goldstein's book?
Certainly. Everyone's heard of them, but it's not real. The party made it up to keep us riled up.
No, they exist.
How do you know?
O'Brien spoke to me again yesterday at lunch.
I knew you seemed nervous yesterday. You just don't trust him.
I think I do. Now, he complimented me on my work again. That's the 3rd time. He even invited me to his apartment to pick up the latest copy of the Newspeak Dictionary.
And that means there's a conspiracy?
It must. O'Brien's in a party. He didn't have to ask me to his house for something as simple as that.
That's not proof of anything.
Besides, he helped us get married. Would he do a thing like that if he weren't in a conspiracy? Don't you see, Julia? Bringing us together means that he does care, that he wants us to fight back too. Don't you see that, Julia?
I don't know. It doesn't seem reasonable. Helping us be together is one thing, but a traitor. I mean, O'Brien's an official, a member
of the inner party, yes, I know. That's what makes it practical for him. I tell you, Julia, there's something about him, something in his eyes. A look. He's one of us, I know. Certainly you can understand that.
Yes, I understand that. I discovered you as the starter. All right. When should we go see him?
So you agree that we should?
Where else can we turn?
That's just it. I don't know. Julia, are you sure you want to be involved with the organization?
If there is an organization, and you want to join, then I want to join. I want to be with you, darling.
Agreed. As soon as possible, then. I'll get in touch with O'Brien. We'll both go to see him.
Well, here you are. Man's not a bit of curtain for you to use. Not that it'll do you much good. It's that old. Now, everyone, old prints you happen to be interested in, or old furniture, these do happen to be for sale, you know?
I think I've seen this before. The frame is fastened to the wall.
Sure is. Can't trust nobody around here. Kids will steal anything they can sell. You can unscrew it, I dare say, if you want to move it.
I know that building. It's the War Museum.
That as may be. Used to be a church, it was. St. Clement's Day. Oranges and lemons say the bells of St. Clement's.
What's that?
Oranges and lemons say the bells of St. Clement's. Oh, it's a rhyme we had when I was a little girl. Oh, how it goes, oh, I don't remember. But I do know it ended something like, here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes a chopper to chop off your head. It was the kind of dance we had. And they'd hold up their arms for you to pass under, and when it came to here comes a chopper to chop off your head, they'd drop their arms down and cut you. It had all the London churches in it. The big ones, that is.
You must have seen great changes since you were a young girl.
The gin was better. There's beer. Mild beer. Well, we used to call it when I was a girl. 4 pence a pint. Of course, before the war.
Which war was that?
It was all wars, dearie. Ugh, my feet. Suppose you have any extra shoes?
No, we don't. What I really wanted to know was this. Did you have more back then, the rich people, the people on top,
The House of Lords?
the House of Lords, if you like, were those people able to treat you as inferior simply because they were rich and you were poor? Did you have to knuckle under to them?
Oh, they like you to drop a curtsy now and again. It showed them respect. Can't say I agreed with it, but done it often enough. Had to, as you might say.
I haven't made myself clear. You lived half your life before the revolution. Would you say, from your experience, that life before the revolution is better or worse than it is now? If you could choose, would you prefer to live then or now?
Oh, I know what you expect me to say. You expect me to say I'd sooner be young again. Most people say they'd sooner be young again. You get to my age, you ain't got nothing but problems. I suffer something from my feet, or my kidneys. Oh, it's just terrible. On the other hand, there's great advantages in being an old woman who ain't got the same worries. No trouble men. Now that's a great thing. It was only a hopeless fancy. It passed like an April day. But look in the words and the dreams they've stirred. They have stolen my heart away. That's really the point, isn't it? I've had my dreams. I remember what they were like. You remember? Sammy's gone now. But what we had, no big brother can take away. I remember it here. They say that time heals all things. They say you can always forget. But the smiles and the tears across the years have twisted my heart strings yet. Well, get out of here. If you need anything, you can stick your head out the window and holler. Not that I'll have it, but you can holler.
The proles are the human beings. She, all of them. We are not human.
What do you mean?
We are the dead.
No, we are the living. You've got to believe that. So long as we have feelings, we are the living.
We are the dead. We have no dreams, no past to remember.
But we have a future, a time to make our own dreams.
Maybe. Has it ever occurred to you, Julia, that the best thing for us to do right now would be to walk out of here before it's too late and never see one another again?
Yes, darling, it has occurred to me several times, but I'm not going to do it all the same.
We've been lucky, but it can't last. You're young. You look normal and innocent. If you stay away from people like me, you might stay alive for another 50 years.
No, I have thought it all out. What you do, I'm going to do it. Let's not be too downhearted. We've stayed alive this long.
We may be together for another 6 months, a year. There's no knowing. At the end, we're certain to be apart.
Yes?
Do you realize how utterly alone we shall be?
Yes.
When once they get hold of us, there will be nothing. Literally nothing that either of us can do for the other. If I confess, they'll shoot you.
And if you don't confess, they'll shoot me all the same.
Nothing that I can do or say, or stop myself from saying, will save you. Neither of us will even know whether the other is alive or dead.
I know.
The one thing that matters is that we should not betray each other. We must never do that, even in the most dire situations.
If you mean confessing, we'll do that soon enough. Everybody always confesses. You can't help it.
Confession isn't betrayal. What you say or do doesn't matter. Only feelings matter. You were right about that, Joy. If they could make me stop loving you, that would be the real betrayal.
They can't do that. That's the one thing they can't do. Even that woman, that prole, she still remembers her Sam. They can make you say anything, but they can't make you believe it. They can't get inside you, can they?
No. No, that's quite true. They can't get inside you. If you can feel that staying human is worthwhile, even if it can't make the slightest difference, you've beaten them.
Oh, darling, darling, then we've already won. They only have hate, and we have love. So long as we love, we've won.
names, please. This is Comrade Joy, and I'm Smith. Winston Smith.
Thank you. Will you be seated? I will call Comrade O'Brien.
Where do things like these come from?
I don't know. The inner party has special privileges.
Oh, look at this, Winston. It's almost as big as our bed. Feel it. It's like a sponge or deep breath. Feel it, Winston.
Joya, stop that. What if O'Brien came in?
Martin told us to sit down.
Well, sit. Don't bounce.
I wonder what it's made of.
I have no idea.
Oh, look at this.
What beautiful steel.
Silver.
Silver.
They used to make things out of it in the old days. Dishes, teapots, candlesticks.
Whatever for.
Simply because it was beautiful. No other reason. Oh, look! It's a box for cigarettes.
Put it down, Julia.
Did your family ever own any? Silver, I mean.
No. But I've heard that there used to be shop windows full of it. Big platters, coffee image, things like that. Maybe I'm imagining the whole thing.
I know it was called silver. I'd love to have a silver box.
Joya, please.
What's the matter, Winston? You seem nervous.
Maybe it's all a mistake.
What's a mistake?
Our being here. I really don't know if he's one of us.
He invited you here, didn't he?
Yes, to pick up a dictionary. I wonder, is that all he meant? Nothing more? Oh, I suppose it's a trap.
Then we'll be vaporized. We'll be unpersons.
Don't say that. You turned it off.
Yes, I turned it off. We members of the inner party have that privilege. All right. Shall I say it, or will you?
I will say it. That thing is really turned off.
Yes, everything is turned off. We are alone.
We've come here because we believe that there is some kind of conspiracy, some organization that is against the party, and that you are a part of it. We would like to join it and work for it.
We are enemies of the party.
We disbelieve in its principles.
We're thought criminals.
We're married.
We tell you this because we want to be put completely at your mercy.
If you want us to incriminate ourselves in any other way, we're ready.
Don't be alarmed. Martin is one of us. Set the wine on my desk, Martin, and sit down. This is business. You can stop being a servant for the next 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Don't be upset. It's not blood. It's called wine. You've read about it in books, no doubt. Not much of it gets to the outer party, I fear, but I think it is only fitting that we should begin by drinking a toast. To our leader. To Emmanuel Goldstein.
So there is such a person as Emmanuel Goldstein.
Yes, and he is alive. Where, I don't know.
And the conspiracy, the organization, it's real?
It's not just something the party made up.
No, it's real enough. The Brotherhood, we call it. It is unwise for even a member of the inner party to turn off the telescreen for more than a few minutes. We have about 12 minutes left. Incidentally, you ought not to have come here together. That was very unwise. Double plus on good, in fact. When you leave, you will leave separately. You, Comrade Julian, you will leave first. Now then, what are you prepared to do?
Anything you're capable of doing.
You are prepared to give your life.
Yes.
You are prepared to commit murder.
Yes.
You are prepared to commit acts of sabotage to cause the deaths of hundreds of innocent people.
Yes.
To betray your country.
Yes.
You are prepared to cheat, to forge, to blackmail.
Yes.
To do anything to weaken the power of the party.
Yes, anything.
You would, if necessary, throw acid into a child's face.
Yes.
Are you prepared to commit suicide, if and when we order you to do so?
Yes.
Are you prepared, the two of you, to separate and never see one another again?
No!
No.
You did well to tell me. It is necessary for us to know everything. You realize that even if he survives and maybe as a different person, his face, the color of his hair, even his voice might be different. And you yourself. Our surgeons can alter people beyond recognition. Sometimes it is necessary to amputate a limb. Good. Then that is settled. You had better go back to the pantry, Martin. I shall be switching on in a few minutes. Take a good look at these comrades' faces before you go. You will be seeing them again. I may not. You probably imagine the Brotherhood as a huge underworld of conspirators, meeting secretly in cellars, scribbling messages on walls, recognizing one another by code words. That is nonsense. Nothing of the sort exists.
Then what? How?
The members of the Brotherhood have no way of recognizing one another, and it is impossible for any one member to be aware of the identities of more than a few of the others. Goldstein himself, if he fell into the hands of the thought police, could not give them a complete list of members. No such list exists. You see, the Brotherhood cannot be wiped out because nothing holds it together except an idea, which is indestructible. You will never have anything to sustain you but the idea. You will work for a while, you will be caught, you will confess, and then you will die. Those are the only results you will ever see. There is no possibility for any perceptible change within our own lifetime. We are the dead. Our only true life is in the future. But how far away that future is, maybe 1,000 years? At present, nothing is possible except to extend the area of sanity little by little. We cannot act collectively. We can only spread our knowledge outward, from individual to individual.
We are the dead.
We are the dead.
The time has come for you to go, comrade. But first, let us finish the wine. What shall it be this time? To the confusion of the thought police? To the death of Big Brother? To humanity? To the future?
To the past.
Yes, I know what you mean. The past is more important. To the past. You have a hiding place.
Yes.
Where is it?
It's over an old junk shop in the Groves.
You shouldn't have told me. The less any of us know, the better. Later, we will arrange something more permanent for you. You must change our hiding places frequently. In the meantime, I'll send you a copy of the book.
Goldstein's book.
Yes.
It exists.
Yes, but it may be some days before I can get a hold of a copy. There are only a few of them. Do you carry a briefcase?
As a rule, yes.
What's it like?
It's brownish red, very shabby.
In the near future, you will receive a message among your morning paperwork. It will contain a misprinted word. You will have to ask for a repeat. The next morning, you will leave your briefcase at home.
And then what?
On your way to work, a man will touch your arm in the street and say, "I think you dropped your briefcase." The one he gives you will contain a copy of Goldstein's book. You will return it within 14 days. Is all that understood?
Yes.
There are a few minutes before you need to go, comrade. We will meet again, if we do meet again,
In the place where there is no darkness.
in the place where there is no darkness. Is there anything you would like to say? Any message, any question?
Do you know an old rhyme that begins, oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements?
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements. You owe me 3 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin's. When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Bailey. When I grow rich, say the bells of Shoreditch.
You know the rhyme.
Yes, I know the rhyme. think you had better go. We will meet again.
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clements.
You owe me 3 farthings to the bells of St. Martin's.
When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Dale?
When I grow rich, say the bells of Shoreditch.
Where are you going? Wait a minute, I have a surprise for you.
I have a surprise for you, too. Don't you peep now, play fair.
I won't look. What is it that smells so nice?
Another surprise.
I've smelled that aroma before. It was in the home of an inner party member. What is it?
It's coffee. Real coffee.
I've had real coffee. I can hardly wait.
It's not at all like victory coffee. Doesn't it smell wonderful?
What's this?
What's what?
With the white sand.
That's sugar.
Sugar? Not saccharine, real sugar? Yes. I've tasted this before. I remember now. Julia, where did you get all this stuff?
Here and there. The black market.
But this is inner party food. I've never heard of it on the black market.
Oh, you men. They have servants, don't they? And servants steal, don't they? And they must have a place to sell what they steal, mustn't they?
But what if the patrol caught you while you were carrying all this stuff? You know what they do if they caught you with inner party food. Why take such foolish risks?
It'll be worth it, you'll see.
Don't talk nonsense.
I'm not talking nonsense. You know, trading on the black market is a crime against the party, isn't it? So I'm helping Goldstein by helping myself. So, there. Just wait till you see my big surprise.
I have the big surprise, Julia. Guess what?
I can't guess. Tell me.
The book!
Oh, how wonderful. What book, dear?
Goldstein's book.
Really? How nice. You read it and I'll be out just another minute.
Come out now. I want us to read it together.
Go ahead, read out loud. I'm listening.
Isn't this a wonderful room? Isn't it truly fabulous? We can look as we like, say what we like, think what we like. Oh, if this could go on forever.
Did Goldstein say that?
No, I did. I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, go ahead and read, dear. I'm almost ready.
The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism by Emmanuel Goldstein. Chapter 1. Ignorance is Strength. Throughout recorded time, there have been 3 kinds of people in the world: the high, the middle, and the low. They have been subdivided in many ways, but the essential structure of society has never altered. Julia, it is the book.
What, dear?
I'm actually reading the book.
That's what I thought you were doing.
It's amazing. I can't read it. Oh, I want to read it all at once. I'm that excited.
start in the middle, Winston. If the middle's any good, then go back to the beginning. If not, then why bother?
Maybe you're right. Chapter 3. War is peace. The splitting up of the world into three great superstates was foreseen before the middle of the 20th century. And since that time, the three superstates have been permanently at war. The primary aim of modern warfare is to use up the products of the machine without raising the general standard of living. The essential act of war is destruction of the products of human labor. War is a way of shattering to pieces the materials which otherwise might be used to make the masses too comfortable, and hence in the long run, too intelligent. So long as they remain in conflict, they prop one another up like three sheaves of corn. The very word war, therefore, has become misleading. This is the inner meaning of the party slogan, war is peace. Julia, did you hear that?
Yes, dear.
It's wonderful. It's unbelievable.
What's so unbelievable about it? I've heard you say pretty much the same things.
The important thing is that they are written down. That's proof that others believe the same way I do. I'm not mad.
Of course you're not mad.
There is truth, and there is untruth. And if you stick to the truth, even against the whole world, you're not mad.
You're brilliant, my love. As brilliant as Goldstein.
Come out from behind there. We are going to start reading from the beginning.
All right, but you have to close your eyes. Got them closed?
Julia.
Look, it's my surprise. I'm a woman. I have a dress. They were too big anyway.
You are beautiful.
Winston, it's the only time I've ever felt like a real woman, and you are my man, my husband. A real dress. What would Cardi think?
Where did you get it?
I spent all my clothing coupons on it. A whole year's worth. I'll be ragged before the year's out. But I don't care. I have a dress. It's like what pearl women wear, isn't it?
No, your dress is pretty. Those are just sacks.
You like me in it?
I adore you.
Talk to me then.
I have the book, darling.
I don't care about the book. You should pay some attention to your wife.
All right, I'll put it down. But first, just let me read chapter 1.
You like the book more than you like me.
I have to return it, Julia. It's the book, Goldstein's book. Don't you understand?
Yes, you read your book and I'll serve the coffee.
Throughout recorded time, there have been three kinds of people in the world. The high, the middle, and the low.
You've read that.
The aims of these groups are entirely irreconcilable. The aim of the high is to remain where they are. The aim of the middle is to change places with the high. There are only four ways the ruling group will fall to power. 1, it is conquered from without. Or 2, it governs so inefficiently that the masses are stirred to revolt. Or 3, it allows a strong and discontented middle group to come into being. Or 4, it loses its own self-confidence and will govern.
Winston, do you think I have pretty legs?
Julia!
Do you?
Yes, but you haven't been listening.
I have too. It's funny. I think legs look differently coming out of dress. Do you think legs look differently this way?
Are you going to listen?
Yes, but I have to serve the coffee. You read and I'll serve it.
Not even the smallest deviation of opinion can be tolerated. A party member lives from birth to death under the eye of the thought police. Even when he is alone, he can never be sure he is alone. Nothing he does is different. He has no freedom of choice in any direction. He is expected to have no private emotions, no respite for enthusiasm, and is supposed to live in a continuous frenzy of hatred of foreign enemies and internal traitors.
Sugar?
Are you supposed to?
After all the risk I went through getting it, you certainly are.
Sugar, please.
1 teaspoon or 2?
2, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Oh, it's delicious. Really, what a fantastic taste.
Some people prefer it with milk.
The discontent produced by this bare, unsatisfying life is deliberately turned outward and dissipated by such devices as the 2 minutes hate. and rallies by the thought police done every week. I can't compete with the pros singing.
I don't want you to.
Julia.
I spent all my money and all my coupons trying to make you happy by serving us coffee with real sugar for the first times in our lives. And I'm serving them to you in a dress that's supposed to make me look beautiful for you. Just once, I want to feel like a woman, not a party member or conspirator. Just a wife trying to make her husband happy, and you keep reading your damn book. You don't love me.
No! Never. Don't say that. Oh, my darling, my angel. Of course I love you forever.
They say that time is all things. They say you can always forget. But as long as the years have lost their years and twisted my heartstrings yet.
I'm sorry, Winston. Go read your book.
Later. It's not important now. I already understand the how. I just don't yet understand the why. I do know what the conclusion's going to be, though.
What's that, my darling?
There.
The landlady?
If there is hope, any hope at all, it lies with the trolls.
I wonder how she survives.
Think of her, Joya. That woman has grown fat with childbearing and then been hardened and roughened by work to keep her children alive. She's beautiful.
She's at least a yard across the hips.
That's her style of beauty. Don't you see, Joya? All around the world, in East Asia, Eurasia, and other parts of Oceania, there are trolls like her, bearing children, washing and singing. The trolls sing. The birds sing. Only the party does not sing. They are the hope, Julia. We are the dead.
We are the dead.
You are the dead.
It was behind the picture.
Stay where you are. The house is surrounded. Place your hands behind your heads. Stand absolutely still. You may as well say goodbye. Why not the last line of your song? Here comes a candle to light you to bed. Here comes a chopper to chop off your head.
Funny, but I never suspected it. I thought it was you who denounced me.
What did you do, son?
I really don't know.
Well, there's only one offense.
Yes, of course. Thought
Are you guilty?
apparently.
Don't you know?
I think maybe we had finished the dictionary. Complete. Everything done. And we were working on poetry, translating the poems of Kipling into newspeak. We were calling him Big Brother's Trumpeter. I allowed the word God to remain at the end of the sentence. I couldn't help it. The rhyme was rod. There are only 12 rhymes to rod in the entire language. There was no way to change it. No way at all.
I wonder where we are.
In love?
Huh?
The Ministry of Love, of course.
I knew that. Where in the building?
Who cares? It all ends the same. You're walking down a corridor and they shoot you in the back of the head.
Are you afraid?
No. No, I'm not afraid. I won't go to room 101. I haven't done anything that bad. No, no, I'm really not afraid. It's him! Oh, the things he's been saying against the party! Not 101! Not me! Not 101! Please! Not 101! Not 101!
I shall say before the Tribune, thank you. Thank you for saving me before it's too late. They wouldn't send me to room 101, would they?
Parson, what is it in room 101?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I know, but I'm not sure.
Winston Smith.
They got you too. They got me a long time ago, Winston. You knew this, Winston. Don't deceive yourself. I told you, we would meet again in the place where there is no darkness. Room 101.
On your feet, Smith.
No, stay away from me.
Bring it back. Don't worry, Winston. Now that you have been suitably prepared, I shall save you. I shall make you perfect.
Yes.
I am taking trouble with you, Winston.
Why? I've already confessed.
Confessions are for propaganda.
Then why did you starve me and leave me standing for weeks? Why wasn't I allowed to sleep? Why is the light never turned out?
You don't understand. There was nothing to confess that we didn't know.
What are you trying to do?
You suffer from a mental derangement. You believe you remember things that never happened. You are worth saving, and we're going to save you. Stand up. That's better. You must always stand and pay attention. You have the delusion that you saw this picture of Jones, Aronson, and Rutherford. You believe this proves they could not have committed the crimes they confess to.
It exists.
No, it does not exist. Burn it. You see? It doesn't exist. You won't even see its destruction, but it's dust, ashes. In fact, it never existed.
It exists in memory. I remember it. You remember it.
I do not remember.
That doublethink! You're a lunatic. No, you actually don't remember it, do you?
Repeat the party slogan dealing with the control of the past.
Controls the past, controls the future. Controls the present, controls the past.
And is there a place, a world of solid objects where the past is still happening?
No.
Then where?
In records.
In records
And in the mind, in human memories.
And we, the party, control all records and all memory. Thus we control the past, do we not?
Memory is involuntary. You can't control it. You have not controlled mine.
You have not controlled your memory. You believe reality is something objective, external. But But reality exists within the human mind and nowhere else.
All right. In the human mind.
The individual mind can make mistakes, but the mind of the party is immortal. What the party holds to be truth is true. You must humble yourself before you can become sane. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
The party says that it is not 4 but 5. How many are there?
4.
How many fingers, Winston?
4.
You are slow to learn. Perhaps we have been feeding you too well.
How can I help seeing what is in front of my eyes? 2 and 2 are 4.
Sometimes they are 5, and sometimes they are 3. You must try harder. It isn't easy to become sane. How many are there?
There's 4. I suppose there are 4. I would see 5 if I could. I am trying to see 5.
Do you wish to persuade me that you see 5 fingers or really see them?
Really see them?
Then tell me, how many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
I don't know. I don't know. 4, 5, 6. In all honesty, I don't know.
Your arithmetic is double plus ungood, Winston. You will have to go back to school until you can do better. Keep him awake. No sleep, no food, water every second day. He must learn his lesson.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you again, Winston.
One and 1 and 1 and 1 are 5. 3 and 1 are 5. 2 and 2 are 5. 2 and 2 are 5. Repeat after me, Smith. 2 and 2 are 5. 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 Repeat after me, Smith. 2 and 2 are 5. 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 2 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 2 makes 5. Repeat after me, Smith. 2 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 2
are 4!
2 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 2 makes 5.
It is not permitted to sleep until you have said it 1,000 times, Smith. 2 and 2 make 5.
It's not true. I won't do
You
it.
will do it. Comrade O'Brien sent you these to help you learn. Count them. When they add up to 5, then you can sleep.
One, and 1 are 2. 1 and 1 are 2. 1 and 1 are 2.
Here is your 4th block, Smith. It will not add up to 5 unless you have all 4. You may sleep when you see 5.
That's right, Winston. Count them. welcome, my darling. As soon as you see that 4 makes 5, you may sleep. It's easy to sleep, Winston, and it's good, so good. Count your 5 clocks, darling. Count them with me. 2 on one side and 2 on the other. That makes 5. You see how easy it is? 2 plus 2 make 5. Say it with me, darling, and then we can both sleep. 2 plus 2 make 5. 2 plus 2 make 5.
And a while back, you created a false legend about 3 men. You thought you had a photograph of them. Do you remember the exact moment you invented that lie?
Yeah.
Good. Now then, just a moment ago, I returned your blocks to you. You had 5 of them. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
There are 5 blocks here, Winston. Do you see 5 blocks?
Yes.
I agree. It is difficult, but you begin to know it is possible.
Yes.
I like talking to you, Winston. Your mind resembles my own. Except, well, you are insane. Or... Is there any question you would like to ask?
Any question I like?
Anything at all.
What have you done with Julia?
She betrayed you, Winston. Immediately. And unreservedly. It was a perfect conversion. A textbook case. We didn't even have to start her.
You tortured her?
No. No. Torture is too brief in its effects. No, we re-educated her using the appropriate incentives.
Does Big Brother exist?
Of course he exists. The party exists. Big Brother is the embodiment of the party.
Does he exist in the way that I exist?
Winston, you do not exist.
I think I exist. I was born and I shall die.
That is of no importance. He exists.
Will Big Brother ever die?
Of course not. How could he die? Next question.
Does the Brotherhood exist?
That is something you will never know, Winston. Even if we choose to let you live, it will be an unsolved riddle.
What is in room 101?
You know what is in room 101, Winston? The truth is here. How many fingers?
5.
Feed him. Let him sleep for 2 hours. Then call me. There are 3 stages in your reintegration. There is learning, there is understanding, and there is acceptance. You have accomplished the learning. It is time for you to begin the 2nd stage. In reading Goldstein's book, did you actually learn anything you did not already know?
Have you read it?
I wrote it.
Is it true what it says?
As description, yes. As a program, no. The party cannot be overthrown. The rule of the party is forever. But why? What is our motive? Why should we want power?
You are ruling over us for our own good.
That was stupid, Winston. Stupid. The party seeks power entirely for its own sake. The object of persecution is persecution. The object of torture is torture. The object of power is power.
You talk of power and forever, and yet you are growing old. You too, O'Brien, must die.
I am only a cell. The party will live forever. How does one man assert his power over another, Winston?
By making him suffer.
Exactly. Power is inflicting pain. Tearing human minds to pieces and putting them together again. Do you begin to see the kind of world we are creating? It will be a world of pain and suffering and torment. Progress in our world will be a progress towards more pain.
Is there no room for love in your world?
In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph, and self-abasement. Everything else we shall destroy. Everything. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever! That is the world we are preparing. A world of victory after victory. And you will accept it, Winston. Welcome it. Become part of it.
You can't.
What? What's that?
You cannot create such a world. It is impossible.
Why?
You cannot found a civilization based on hatred and cruelty. It would never endure.
Why not?
It would disintegrate. It would commit suicide.
Nonsense! You are under the impression that hatred is more exhausting than love. Even if it is. The individual's life may be shorter, but the party goes on.
Yet somehow you will fail. Something will defeat you. Life will defeat you. The spirit of man will defeat you.
And you consider yourself a man?
Yes.
Do you actually think yourself superior to us?
Yes. I consider myself superior.
Hold him up! You are superior. You're nothing more than a skeleton. You're in rags, your teeth are gone. If you're the way the last man looks, the spirit of man can have you for a guardian.
You have done this to me.
You did it to yourself! Nothing has happened to you here that you did not foresee in your first act of thought crime. You confessed to everything. Pled for mercy. Your mind has been reconstructed. Is there any single degradation that has not happened to you?
I have not betrayed Julia.
Why, you have told us everything.
I still have not betrayed her.
No? No, perhaps not.
Come on until they shoot me.
Might be a long time. You are a difficult case, Winston. You have hidden strength. But don't give up. Everyone is cured sooner or later. In the end, we will shoot you. I'll see you again. Oh, I hope the rats won't bother you. Most of them are very well fed. The ones that aren't, well, you can try to make pets of them.
Freedom is slavery. Big brother is power. 2 and 2 are 5. How long have I been here? They've been good to me lately. They even give me food. Nice food. Food from Big Brother. Jones, Aronson, and Rutherford were guilty of the crimes they committed. Of course they were. I made all the other up. When will Big Brother shoot me? Soon, perhaps. I hope soon. I want him to shoot me. I wonder why I ever rebelled. It's all so easy if you try. O'Brien says that he can float off the floor like a soap bubble, and I can make myself see him do it. And then he does. All happenings are in the mind. What happens in all minds truly happens. Yes, 5 fingers. I have a 5-finger hand. How long until they shoot me? 5 days? They always shoot you in the back of the neck when you're walking down a corridor. I'll know when it happens. And when I do, I won't change a muscle in my face. I'll think right, feel right, dream right, up till that very moment. I'll hate them while the bullet is on its way, but when it is too late to call it back. Oh, how long. Julia! Julia! Oh, my love, Julia!
You've had thoughts of deceiving me. Look at me, Winston. You are improving. Intellectually, there is very little wrong with you. It is only emotionally that you fail. Winston, you know I can detect it when you lie. Now tell me the truth. What are your honest feelings towards Big Brother?
I hate him.
Good. Then the time has come for you to take the final step. You must love Big Brother. Bring it in. You already know what is in room 101, Winston. It is the truth. But the truth varies from person to person. For some, it may be buried alive, or death by fire, or drowning. Maybe something not even fatal. In your case, Winston, the truth happens to be rats.
No, you can't, you couldn't.
Learning and understanding are not always enough, Winston. There must also be acceptance of the truth. The time has come for you to learn acceptance.
Oh, Brian! You know this is not necessary. What is it you want me to do? Just tell me.
The rat is carnivorous. Sometimes he eats the nose. Sometimes he burrows through the cheek to get to the tongue.
What is it? How can I do it if I don't know what it is you want me to do?
To release the rats, you just have to raise this lid. There are 12 of them in here. They will come leaping out because they are hungry. Which one do you suppose will go for your eyes?
Oh, Brian! Do it to Julia! Do it to Julia, not me! I don't care what you do to her, tear her face off! Strip her to the bone, not me! I love Big Brother, I love him! Yeah! Yeah!
Welcome, Winston. Welcome back into the party, comrade.
African news continues bad, comrades. 2 Eurasian armies and 1 East Asian army continue their march on the mouth of the Congo River. Against these barbaric hordes, only 1 army of Oceania is there to defend it.
Ready for our game, son?
Let me have some victory coffee first. I need some. What do you think of the news?
I'm worried, quite worried. You can see for yourself, here, on this map.
White rose.
Yes. Yes, what do you think of the news?
I'm good. Double pluser. How do you like your new job?
Good, a plus good job. I make a good deal more money and the hours. Double plus good. Sometimes I don't go to work at all.
What is the job?
Well, you see, I'm on a committee, a subcommittee, that is. We discuss things and talk about them. We are currently working on some kind of a report or other. Double plus I'm good, all that.
Have another coffee?
Yes, I think. Pardon me. Hello, Julia. It's me, Winston.
I know.
It's been a long time since I've seen you.
I've seen you before. I come in here often, only usually I sit at the back table. Today I want you to be near the telescreen. I'm worried about Africa.
Yes, it is ungood. Julia,
I betrayed you, Winston.
I betrayed you too.
Sometimes I threaten you with something you can't stand up to. Can't even think about.
Yes, they do that.
You say don't do it to me. Do it to him.
Do it to her.
Afterwards you might pretend like it was only a trick to fool them. That isn't true. At the time you do mean it. You don't care what they suffer. All you think about is yourself.
All you think about is yourself.
Afterwards you don't feel the same person anymore.
No. No, you don't feel the same.
I must go.
We must meet again, Julia.
Yes, we must.
Steady, comrades. Everyone stand by for a vital announcement. All comrades, stand by.
Goodbye, Julia. Oh, ungood. Ungood. Why, if we lose the Congo, all Africa might fall. Why, if we lose the Congo, why, Oceania itself may be threatened. Why doesn't Big Brother do something, anything?
We will all just have to work a little harder for victory. We can recapture the Congo.
Don't you realize we can lose the war? We can...
Comrades, Big Brother himself is at the front and has taken personal control of all military operations. By a vast strategic maneuver, Big Brother has led our glorious forces to victory. It's an utter rout of forces. Eurasia and East Asia. 500,000 prisoners captured. Big Brother has brought the war within measurable distance of its end.
Victory!
This is the greatest victory in human history. Big Brother is still at the front.
Victory, I don't believe it. Did you hear? Big Brother has done it. He saved Africa. He saved us all. I've never noticed it before, but Big Brother has a warm, tender smile. Big Brother. 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 Big Brother.